Hey, everybody. Oops, I thought I was having a countdown there. Dawn here at the Quilt Lady. Just trying to get everything finished setting up for my demo today. How's everybody doing? Sorry we're late. Was trying to get the last few things done here. If you'll put my comments on for me. No? Okay, let me get... Sorry, y'all. Okay, let me know what you guys are working on. If anybody's working on anything, I'm going to show you something that I'm working on that I took with me in the car. So I'll kind of show you what all we've got. Let's see who we got on today. Janet. Hi, it is a beautiful day. And Donna. Oh, Becky. Good morning, Becky. Becky just sent 3 dresses for Eva, one of my little granddaughters. And oh my goodness, they're so cute, y'all. She put them on and tried them on and danced around and posed. And you know how little girls do with their dresses. They love their dresses. So thank you, Becky. Teresa, Judy, Kim, hey, Kim, and Sherry and Debbie. Well, good morning, all you girls. I'm so glad you're here. I've got a demo today. So I've got a few other little things I'm going to show you, but I'm going to demo how to make half square triangles like 16 at a time. Okay, 16 at a time. So we'll get to that here in a minute. I'm kind of going to go through our regular stuff with you in case we get anybody new on, and some classes, and then I'll go through the how to make a half square triangle, or how to make 16 half square triangles all at once. Okay, so if you have a big quilt that you need lots of triangles, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and start, Bill. So if you haven't been with us before, you know that we're more than just a quilt store. We do long arming, quilting of your quilt. We do binding, machine repair, scissor sharpening, embroidery, AccuQuilt products, classes, P31 retreats, one of my favorite things, and Mystery 5.0, another one of my favorite things. So the P31 retreats, I'll jump into, and oops, and the M50 is the mystery. All right. So the retreats right now, we've got for the rest of this year, we've got one in July. I believe there's 5 openings still. I haven't checked that recently, so I'm not really sure if we have that many openings. September is full, and November, I'm not sure how many openings we have there, but those are the retreats set up for this year. It's $350. That's for your entire stay. We stay on premises. Really nice bedrooms, lots of room, so you can. There's lots of room in the bedrooms and lots of room everywhere. Anyways, they're 4 nights, 5 days. All your meals are included, except we go out to eat one night, and then a mystery project sew along. So that's always fun, the mystery project. And I have a round robin. It's on my desk. The round robin this time is going to be a red, white, and blue panel that has Lady Liberty on it. Okay, freedom is not free, I believe. Anyways, so if you are signed up for the July retreat, bring some red, white, and blue fabric. Anybody that puts a border onto that then gets to have their name in the pot at the end of the week, and someone wins that quilt top. All right, so we also borders around it. All right, and then daily Proverbs 31 devotionals. So, and sometimes we go off Proverbs 31, but it always comes back to Proverbs generally. So anyways, that is about the retreats. If you've not been, they are lots and lots of fun, and sign up, you and your girlfriends. They are a blast. One of my very favorite things to do, for sure. Okay. And then I also have scheduled next year's retreats. I just put them out there. I just scheduled them. And so we have a bunch of retreats next year. I have got let's see, I've got one in March, one in May, one in July, again, September, and November. So the same thing, I've done 5, and I may have to add more. Good morning, Janice and Mary. Good morning, ladies. Anyway, so we've got lots of retreats. So you guys come, hopefully they'll all fill up and you guys will have a ball. I know you will. We all have a ball. Okay. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for next year too, and you can sign up and pay that out if you want to. It just has to be paid 2 months before, 2 months before the retreat. Okay. And you can call us if you want to do that and we can schedule it that way. All right. The mini mystery. The mini mystery is M50. That's coming up. So that's next weekend, I believe. So it's going to be on May 31st, which is a Saturday. This is our mini mystery. If you want to scan that QR code, it'll take you straight to that mini mystery. And it will show you how to get in. You're just going to get into our Facebook group. You don't have to have Facebook, but you can get into our Facebook group. and it will show you, or it'll tell you all the stuff about the mystery. All right. So all you have to do is get in there. It's free to do. I do have bundles. I don't see them back here, but I do have bundles to show you. And so we'll have bundles that you can get to that show you the fabrics that was going to be used. This is a 21 by 21 inch piece, and it's gorgeous. I've already made up my samples for it, and you'll get to see. It's got a video of Laura Langston, a little video of this FBI agent, and then it's also got, they're just like a minute after each clue, and each clue is probably less than a minute. We'll post the clue, and then we'll do a little video on how to cut or sew it. All right. All right. So Bill has dropped the mystery thing in the comments, and or in the Facebook. Sorry. No, it's the Facebook group. The Facebook group. Okay. He's dropped the deal into the comments there. Just click on that, and you can get there. Let's go back. Retreats. Okay. Bill's telling me what I need to say here. So let me go back. Yeah. Can you turn the fan on, please? Charity quilt retreat. Oh, I forgot about this one. Okay. This is Casa Hogar. Casa Hogar. This is a little orphanage down in Mexico. And my mom's church, which is a Federated Church here, they go down there every February. So every February they go down. We made quilts. My mom and I did probably 7 years ago. And for all the kids down there, I believe there's 30 kids. And I think we made 27 because there was 27 at the time. But they have one baby and all these children. They're all in twin size beds. And they were asking for more quilts. And so the quilts that we sent were lap quilts, we just sent quilts. We didn't know they didn't have bed quilts. So since then they have gotten, they put those on their bed, the ones we sent, but they're short. So we have got a group of ladies that are going to get together these 3 days, August 7th through the 9th. It is a 3-day little retreat. It's $50. That's just to pay for the place that we stay, which is Retreat on the Square. And that is going to be just the cost of the room. So we will get together and plan out meals and stuff like that, and we'll all just share in that. But we'll try to get 30 quilts made, 30 pillowcases made, if we can in 3 days. We'll see how many people show up and how many can. We've already got probably 7 or so signed up. So we've got like 7 more spots. So if you and your friends would like to come and do some charity work, we would love to have you. If you want to donate fabric to this, you are welcome to donate fabric. You can bring it with you or you can bring it here. We're going to have fabric that we're going to lay out and try to kit some different patterns. with them. And so I've got fabric I've got lots of fabric that we'll donate to. So we'll try to kit those up, and anybody that comes can pull a kit. And so we're going to have people that come just to press, some to cut on the AccuQuilt. So we'll hopefully get 30 quilts made and pillowcases for the boys and girls down in Casa Hogar. Okay. So hopefully we got to get this done pretty quick because I got 30 quilts to quilt. And if you would like to donate your time to help quilt some of these quilts, that would be awesome too. We'll get backings for them, and then we'll give you whatever you need, batting or whatever. Okay. All right. So if you're interested in that, call the shop or put in here, that you're interested for today. If it's past today, then be sure and call the shop so we can get you on the. Yeah, you can sign up on the link if you want to come to retreat. But if you're wanting to donate fabric, then just give us a call. All right. Okay, Road to Oklahoma. We have 25 shops this year, which is awesome. This is the last year Danny, the lady that used to work at Prairie Quilt, she bought that from Randa, and now she has sold out. So this is the last year for Shop Pop for now, and then I believe Threads is taking over. So we've got Completely Quilted in Ponca City, Oklahoma Quilt Works in Oklahoma City, Prairie Quilt in Hennessy, Quilters Depot in Ringwood, Sooner Quilts in Guthrie, the Quilt Lady here in Kingfisher, the Quilting Post in Stillwater. That's Region 1. And if you can't make it to all the shops, go to at least a region and you're still in for prizes, okay? We're giving away sewing machine. We got lots of good prizes. Region 2 is Beth's Quilting Quarters in Blanchard, Bush Family Affair in Chickasha, Keepsake Quilting in Moore, Prairie Moon Primitives in Wayne, Society in Norman, and Threads of Tradition in Yukon. Region 3 is Marmee Quilting in Ramona, Quilt Nuts in Sand Springs, Quilters Hideaway, Bartlesville, Sew Uptown in Bartlesville, Southern Comfort in Catoosa, and the Cotton Cottage in Claremore. And the last one, Region 4, is Fabric Patch in Gore, Front Porch Fabrics in Stillwell, Jan's Log Cabin in Bixby, Thimbles and Threads in Eufaula, the Quilting Studio in Tulsa, and Thread Play in Wagner. Okay, so when you can either go online and print your passport, which looks like this, and so you'll put your name on the back. Okay, be sure and put your name on it, y'all, and then here's all your shops, and we'll stamp. We all have a certain stamp that we stamp with. Be sure and put your name on it before you leave, because we've had people that are looking around and they've set their passport down and no name, and they've had stamps on it, and then they've lost their passport. We don't know who to call to have you come back and get your passport. Now, we have people every single year that we call that have set their passport down or forgotten them or laid them somewhere and we found them. And so we don't want you to have to go back through all the shops again. So be sure and put your name on that, y'all. That's June 2nd through July 14th. June 2nd through July 14th. So we're giving away new sewing machine valued at $700 and 2 $500 gift baskets. And then 10 shops will get, let's see. Oh, visit 10 shops. Okay, so visit 10 shops to be eligible to win 2 $200 gift baskets. And then visit all the shops in one region. And we have 26 $50 shopping sprees. So lots of good giveaways there. Okay, so that is the Road to Oklahoma. If you are going to plan that and go through here and there, be sure and holler at us if you want to do an overnight stay in Kingfisher. We have made a deal with the hotel here. Like I said, their prices are $130 and up in the summer. and then plus taxes like $30 a night or something like that, for all the Oklahoma hotel tax. So ours is $70. You have to book it through us, but it's $70 and it's including taxes. Okay. So $70 a night, including taxes. And that's for a king size or 2 twins. So you could get 4 of you in that room if you shared and did 2 twins. Okay. So Bill will put the link down there in the comments, and you can just click on that and actually book it through the website. Okay. It's hooked to theirs. And then we'll send you confirmation. Okay. Let's go to the next.
Want to show the fabric? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is the Road to Oklahoma fabrics, and we've got those all ready to go out on the floor. We just cannot sell till June 1st, which is Sunday. So, and we will be closed. We're
June
always
2nd. June 2nd. It's June 2nd.
Bill, I know. June 1st, we are closed, or June 1st is Sunday, June 2nd is Monday, and we are closed on Mondays. So just know through Shop Hop, there are a lot of shops that are closed on Mondays. Okay, let me show you my quilt real quick. Is my quilt over here? Bill, do we have the Shop Hop quilt? Here, okay. He's looking for the Shop Hop quilt. It was here. Not sure where that got put. Okay, let's just move on. You've got a picture of it on here.
My computer's messed up. Can't make it work.
Okay.
Well, the screen's like huge all of a sudden, so I've got it.
Okay, mine's not though.
Mine is.
Okay, having technical problems. Okay, this is my block that I've come up with. This is called the White Cross of Luxembourg. All right, my story, I've got a story behind this. My grandfather, my mother's father, died when she was 5. He was in Battle of the Bulge in World War II. And he had gone over, I believe, in August. He was shot Christmas Day out on the line and died January 2nd. Okay. So we finally got to go to Luxembourg, and we went to Germany and France and all these places. But we got to go to Luxembourg and see his grave. My mother had never got to go see her father's grave. And it's in a military cemetery over there and in Germany. And it's really neat. It's beautiful. It's like the Arlington Cemetery. General Patton is there, buried also with his soldiers. And so a nod back to him, since we had red, white, and blue fabric this year, is this cross of Luxembourg. All right. So that is our square. Those will all be cut out by the laser. In fact, we've already got them laser cut. So all you have to do is purchase your kit when you come through Shop Hop, and it's ready to go home and sew. And it doesn't take long on this one. All right. Then our quilt is called the White Crosses of Luxembourg. And it's got, if you can see, my water fountains have kind of taken over. But the big part of that's got the square in a square that pops out is the water fountains that were over there. They had water fountains, and it flowed, and it went all the way down from one end up by Patton's grave all the way down to the bottom, which was really cool. And there was a few of those. So I put the waterfalls in. That was to replica that. And of course, the star between the waterfalls is for their service. And then the rows between that, the white crosses, that is for all the men and women that are buried there. All right. So White Crosses of Luxembourg, and that will be ready for the Road to Oklahoma. All right. We've got most of it cut out, a little bit more. And again, this is all laser cut. So everything will be laser cut for you. So that's a big thing. All right, let's get on with this. 12 months. This is a block of the month. And this is Forest Floor. The name's not on here, but it is. Forest Floor. And this is a kind of a what do I say? Deja vu. It's coming back. It was out.
Encore.
Encore. Okay. I see it. Encore. So this was out several years ago, and it was such a huge hit. I bought one myself back before I had the quilt shop, and loved this. We have it on our bed. I love this quilt. You can see in the four corners on the outside border and the four corners on the inside border, there are leaf blocks, and those leaf blocks will come with the kits. Everything is in the kit. It is beautiful. It's fun to make. You know, it's pretty much log cabins and strips. You've got a few stars in there to make, but not a long one at all. All right. Okay, so that's a block of the month. That's $35 to register. And the reason that we put it out like that is to make your monthly fee less. And so that pays for the pattern right up at the front. Okay. So we don't really have anything for registration fee. That is your pattern and getting all that out. Okay. So $35 to register is $37.99 a month, which most people are much higher than that. Like I said, we did it all in one lump at a registration. And so it's only $37.99 a month. And that will begin in July. We've got all the fabrics in. It is stunning. Very beautiful. So holler at us if you're interested in the forest floor. Okay. Thank you, Janet. It is beautiful. Okay. The barn quilt. So we have the barn quilt workshop on July 11th. This one will be the last one for this year. Lindy will be on maternity leave after this. So July 11th, it's $73, and that's with a catered meal. Okay. So you're going to be there all day from 9 to 4. And so we will cater in lunch, and that is a really nice lunch. Okay. Again, $73. Let me show you. You want to hand me these, Bill? Oh, okay. We can go on. That's okay. Okay. Then the collage class with Vonda Blando. This is a Laura Heine pattern, and Vonda is the only one in the state of Oklahoma that's certified to be a Laura Heine teacher. Okay, so this is June 7th, which is a couple weeks from now on a Saturday, so everybody can attend. And I love this, y'all. We kind of voted in the last class what they wanted to do, and this is going to be right in time for the 4th of July. So June 7th, $132.99. And so that is your class and all the fabrics. And this is quite large, okay? Quite large piece. So, and then you'll have to have these pins. She's going to bring pins we can use. We also have those pins ordered. So it's $132.99 for the class and all your fabric. All right. So if you want to call in, we've taken several calls asking about what all's included in that, but it is the class and the fabric. All right. Okay, so that's coming up. So sign up now because we only have so many seats. Okay. Let's see what's next, Bill. Okay. He's got the comment or in the comments to get to the class. All right. Scott Flanagan, Fresh Grapes. He is an international teacher. And let's see, where's his? Yeah, he's got Fifth and Main Designs. So he is flying here and getting a car and going to come and teach this class. It's on a Tuesday though. Teach this class on July 22nd. And so if you're working, take off work or plan to come, it's going to be fantastic. He is a great teacher and has a whole different way of putting things together. And just a really neat kid. I say a kid, he's probably in his 30s, maybe. I'm not sure how old he is, but he's young, but he's very, very design minded. So this one is going to be a really nice quilt. I don't remember what size, but I've got a sample of his that I want to show you. The class is $60. I believe the class is $60. And so you can sign up online. You want to take that picture down so we can show them? We'll show you the quilt that he sent for us to show. Okay, well, there's the bottom half you can see. See how you're going to have your Lone Star, and then it's outlined. Come this way. There we go. And then it's outlined with the border. Isn't that beautiful? So it's a pretty good size quilt, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our class with Scott, and I was thrilled that he went ahead and sent the quilt so we could show everybody. So you can, and there's no prep for this, y'all. You can come in
71
and,
square.
pardon?
71 square.
Oh, it's 71 inch. Okay. Yeah. 71 inch square. And if you need to make that with borders to make it for a pillow tuck or something, we can do that. All right. That's July 22nd. And it's $60. All right. So a kids camp. We've had lots of requests for kids camp again. And hey, Margot. Thank you. Kids camp is coming up. It's $200 this year. Last year, I believe it was $150, and we made pillowcases and I don't know, a couple little things. This year, we're going to make a quilt. Okay, so it's $200. We've upped it, but we've only upped it enough for my the fabric that they have to have at my cost. So they're not getting charged retail. They're getting charged wholesale for the fabric, and then all the instruction. Okay, so it's June 24th through the 27th from 1 to 5, and we are going to make a raggy quilt, and we're going to teach them how to use a machine, teach them how to match points, just some very basic things for the beginning. And if they've passed basic time and they want to come make a quilt, come on, we'd love that. So again, it's all week. We're closed on Monday, but June 24th through the 27th. Okay, kids camp. So y'all know how crazy I am. I'm taking this on during the middle of Shop Hop. It's in June. Okay, so June 24th through the 27th and 1 to 5. And so sign up, because I've only got so many seats. I probably will only take about 8 because I want to have time to instruct each student. Okay, so $200 for that. And you can go online and sign up. All right.
When you want to do your bidding.
Okay, we can do it now.
Okay, we're at that point.
Oh, do you want to do this special first? We've got a special, and we'll do it first, and then I'll come do my demo, and then we'll get to, I've got a few other little things. This kit behind me, the star kit behind me, and some other thing. I want to show you what I'm working on. Okay, so this is the show special. It's originally $70, $69.99, and it's on sale for $40.99. Okay, first come, first serve. This is the last one. Good morning, Colleen. This is all minky. I have this one made up at home, and this is the one I always sit with because I love it. It's minky and it's nice and warm. But this is in the purples and the grays, and it's $40.99. Okay. So we only have one for the show special, but you're whoever puts it down first gets it. Okay, $40.99. That's a great price for a quilt to give somebody, right? All right. Let's. I'm gonna do a demo that I wanted you guys to come for. How many of us make half square triangles? A lot. We all do half square triangles. So I want to show you, I want to show you how to do 16 at one time. Okay. So 16 at one time. Usually when we have half squares, sometimes we just have a few, but a lot of times we have a bunch. All right. So I went and picked out some fabric. I love this fabric. We have this, and it's, I'll show it to you. Isn't that pretty? Well, I love it. I love all the florals. I've got another sales rep today, another one tomorrow. I like the florals, so I usually tend to get lots of that. I get lots of what I like. So I guess it's what y'all like too, because it sells good. Okay, so we're doing that. This fabric that I just showed you, and then this is a Tim Holtz fabric. And then this is also a Tim Holtz fabric. Okay, so that's going to be our 2 pieces of our half square triangle. All right, so I'm going to put these right sides together, and I'll show you. I'm going to put those 2 right sides together. Okay, and then you're going to lay that down on your mat. And I'm going to draw a line in the center and in the center, like a cross. Okay. So I use my Frixon. Okay, there we go. Can you zoom into this?
That's as close as you can get.
Okay, I've got a shadow on me. I don't know if you can. Okay.
Nope.
So you're going to do your lines, if you can see that, straight down in the center and across. Okay, and this is a 10-inch square. I mean, I've cut these 10 inches off the bolts. You can do however you want to. If you want to do them out of your layer cakes, that's perfect. You know, you've already got those cut it on the AccuQuilt. You could actually cut your little points on the AccuQuilt. Okay, so now that you've got your piece put together and your lines drawn on it, I'm just going to go right here to my sewing machine, and we are going to sew down both sides of that line. Get this down here. Let's see. So we're going to sew down both sides of this. Get all situated. And I'm doing this in a green contrasting thread so you guys can see it. Okay, let's see. Needle up. If y'all haven't tried our new LDH scissors, oh my goodness, they're so good. I love them. They are fabulous. Okay. Kind of hard to talk and do stuff together at the same time, so okay, here we go. Okay, so there's one way. We've got, you can see the green 1/4 inch from each side of the line. Now we're going to do same thing on the other side. And if you guys need a good little sewing machine, if you haven't got a machine and you need a good little machine, if you holler at us, we have these Eversones, what I'm sewing on here, and boy, they're good machines. They're not the name brand, but you're not paying for the name brand, but they're a great little machine. Okay, here we go. One more on the other side. If I had this set up right, I would have it where you could see me sew, but that's okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Most of you anyways. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now you see I've sewn both ways on both sides of the line. Okay, now I'm going to come in and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around the perimeter. Okay, so let me do that and then the magic happens. Okay, let me sew this around the perimeter real quick and we'll get to showing you how to make these half squares. Almost there, halfway done. Sounds like my girls are coming in. I hear the door chime. Yeah. right. Okay, got it all done. So the sewing part of it is done. Scoop that back. All right. So if you can see, you want to put the overhead on. Okay, we started with this where we did the markings of the cross, right? Okay. And this is right sides together. Then I took it and I sewed a 1/4 inch on each side. Get my string there. I hate strings everywhere. It just makes it for messy. I don't like the messy work of it. Okay. So then you see that on the cross, we've sewn both sides of the seam and both sides this way, both sides each way, and then a 1/4 inch all the way around the perimeter. Okay. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take, Bill just scooted my, okay, there we go. That works. Okay. I don't have enough room here to get my mat to turn. There we go. Too much stuff on a little table, y'all. Get this around here like this. Okay, you can cut it from here, but what I would suggest is that you go ahead and draw your lines on with the Fix-On pen, mainly because I have the turntable mat. You can see here it turns, but if you do not, you don't want to have to reposition all your pieces to get it back exactly. Okay, messed up. You want to, I would draw my lines, okay? And even if you have the mat, sometimes it gets messed up, so I like to draw the lines. So the very first one, we're going to put an X on there, okay? You can zoom in just a bit still. You're going to put an X on there. So we're going to go right past this center. If you can see this, let me put a dot there. You can see that center point right there. And we're going to draw from that point to this point and go right through that center point, okay? We want to go right through that center point. So I generally, when I mark my fabric, I go from center out. Oops, I missed that one. My pen wasn't ready. I go from center out, and I moved the ruler. Darn it. Facebook Live. You get to see all the bloopers. Okay, so you see I've put the line on there, corner to corner. Okay, then let's turn it back this way. And we'll do it corner to corner again. And you want to make sure you hit this mark in the center, plus hit where your corners come together here. Okay, so we got it that way and this way. So now, can you see we've got the lines in an X? Let's see if I can get that closer to the camera. An X, and then where we had sewed before. All right, now we're going to dissect each of these 4 corners. So this is a 4-patch. Each of these 4 pieces, we're going to draw a line again. Okay, so if you can see the line is drawn this way on this one, we're going to come in here and X it. And then we're going to X that one, and X this one, and X this one. So we're going to draw those lines on there so we know exactly where we're cutting and we're not going to get confused. Remember, measure twice, cut once. Okay, so we're going to go from the intersection here of our thread up to here to our lines. Okay, so there's one of them. And then since we're already this way, we'll go ahead and do this one. Oops, there and there. And then this also helps you do a visual check of getting it right to the point. Yep, I just about did it to the wrong side. Get it right to the points of that and don't get it over on the other side. Okay, so there's 2. So now we have a line here here, and here, okay? This mat is making this not kind of slippery. Okay, so then we also have the line that we've drawn in the center. Now we're going to come and dissect this one. And again, right through the end of your points. Like that. And like this. Okay. All right. Is it making sense to y'all now? So if you can see this, as I hope you can, you should see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this square, 4 here. So 4, 8, 12, 16. You're getting 16 out of this one piece. The thing is you have to be sure and sew across both these lines and the outside, okay? Because that picks up your outside points. All right, so let's cut this apart now. And let's start with this line. Hopefully this is all going to lay nice and flat.
Hopefully it turns out.
Okay. So we've got our ruler down. And if you guys are interested in one of these little mats, they're great little mats. We have these for sale out here. We have different sizes of them. This is the smaller one, but we have a larger one. And I probably should have done this on that, but okay. And then we're going to go this way. Make sure that your pieces stay together. Okay. Anybody have any questions? If you got any questions, be sure to put them in there for me. Okay. So now we've got the 2 slices corner to corner. Okay. Now we're going to go back and do, since we're this way, we're going to jump on and do this one. And this one. Okay. And then we're going to slide it, turn it, and we're going to do this one. Whoops, that slid on me a little bit. I need my grippers on it, or get my other ruler. Okay, and then this one. All right, so far we've done the 2 cuts, corner to corner, okay, corner to corner, and then both quadrants on the side. Now, this is my last piece. I'm going to cut down those lines. So I'm going to cut down the cross that I made in the very beginning. Okay, so there's one. And here is the last one. Okay, so if you guys can see that, how it's all sliced up. Whoops, get it up in the camera. It stayed together pretty good because you can't really tell except that one corner right there. Oops, right up there. Okay, so once you get that done, you can pull these out. And you've got all your blocks. And another tip or trick, and some people, you know, every time I say something, my girlfriend Linda, she always says, "Oh, I didn't know that." So I take it. Oops, I forgot to cut one of my quadrants. No, I guess I did. I just didn't get all the way through. Yeah, I didn't get all the way through this one. Let me go back and put a little elbow grease into it. There we go. Okay, so our other 4. There. Well, for some reason, I didn't get cut all the way through. That one out. Okay. So now we have, this is 16. So we have this whole pile made from 2 10-inch fat quarters, right? So then all you have to do, I always take these, helpful little hint here, you're always going to press to the dark side, most always. In certain cases you won't, but so you're going to take and put your light side upside down, Okay, you're going to put that upside down. And
We had someone sign up for the retreat, for the charity retreat.
oh, good. Oh, we had someone sign up for the charity retreat. That's awesome.
Sherry.
Oh, good. Good. Thank you, Sherry. I love that. I love doing charity work, and these ladies, the house mother and father will love this. They have taken this on, and there's only 2 churches that help them. They're not on a rotation that can help them. So I love that. Okay, so we've got our half square triangles. Again, put your dark color, whatever color you're doing, on top, and then you're going to iron over here. I generally press the back side, set your seam, and then just take and roll open. And I don't do these with steam. Okay. Sometimes I'll use spray, but if you've got your wool mat, that will keep it down pretty good. So we have the wool mats, we have all kinds of starches, we have stabilizers, we have a little bit of everything. So you can see how great that half square triangle is. Okay. Then before you get done, you need to, after you've done all these, you're going to take and you're going to clip those little outside pieces. So you just keeps it nice and clean and neat. Okay. All right. So to do a whole bunch of these at a time, I'm going to press, open, roll. Okay. Press, open, roll. But it just works faster if you can have that set up like that. Get these flipped around for me. There we go. And I just kind of make a line of them. You don't want to put them exactly on top of each other unless it was just a flat piece of fabric. But with that seam in there, you wouldn't want to bump or to stretch your fabric. So just offset them just a little bit. Okay. Then you're not setting your iron down and having to keep picking it up. A little faster. Okay. All right. So you can see how fast we did a whole row. All right. So then you can take these and lay them out. You can make table runners. You can do, I mean, a lot of patterns call for half square triangles, but you can do your, if you want to just practice making these, just to remember how to do them. I will put on I drew it out last night, and I'll put the deal up here, and you can take a picture of it or pause it and take a picture of it or something. Hang on, let me get this iron real quick, and then I'll show you. We can lay these out into a star, or you can do a zigzag, or you can do whatever you want with these. So this might be something too that your kids, if they're pretty good with hand-eye coordination, that they could do. Okay. All right. So we have all our pieces. I do not have the corners clipped on these, just so you know. There's no corner. I mean, the corners are still on besides this one. So it's not going to be just neat as a pin yet. Okay. So I'll show you. Okay. So here's my make a half square triangle. And here's another little tidbit for you. If you guys can find a notebook that's got graph paper, find your notebook that's got graph paper, and then you can draw out your patterns. I come in here and I've drawn out different, just little blocks that I like and kind of how I want to do them. And then I've put on what size, what I need to cut and stuff. So just things in my head that I want to do. But this one is how you're making your half square triangles. So if you want to
You're good.
take a picture of that, you can pause that and take a picture. And that's my instructions. Sorry, I didn't have them typed up. I did this like after midnight last night. So that is how you're going to do it. Okay. That's got your cut lines and everything, but it's got your instructions right there. Okay. And then I went and made this little deal. And this one for the half square, this is my half square triangle star. And then I did just like some different ways to lay it out. Okay. So these are not all colored. And let me tell you one other thing. If you have the higher the contrast, and this is with any pattern, the higher the contrast, the better your design will stand out. So this is, I would call my dark, and this is a medium, not a really light. If I would have gone totally white or light on this side, it would really pop this side out, but I didn't. So I wanted it to be like this. So just know if you want that to really stand out, you need to do it higher contrast. Okay. And I don't have a blank piece, but we'll do this. Like this will be our star point. And this will be our star point this way. Let's see if I can move that up. Ooh, I wish those corners would cut off. That makes me crazy. Okay. And then here's another star point. And another star point. Let's see, this way. Okay. And you can just kind of lay them out however you want them. Let's see, this way. Okay. So you guys can see let me get that too close there. Okay, so you guys can see the star points coming together, right? So then on the inside, you can either do all the insides come together like this. Where you've got a design, and you're going to have, you would have your background here in the corner, and I did not bring those. But you can do it like that. You can make it a pinwheel. So if you had this going here and then down, you can make this pinwheel effect here, where it looks like the pinwheel in the center. And I like that one. It makes these into a parallelogram. So if you didn't know, this design is a parallelogram, and that's in quite a few of the patterns. So anyways, then you would just have clear in the bottom. So that's just a fast, easy way to make a star. You can put these together any which way you want. So let me show you one other way to do it. Okay. Oh, I was going to tell you too. I see. Okay, let's see. The block lock, I love these rulers. So this ends up being a 3 1/4 inch piece. Out of a 10-inch square, you're getting 3 1/4. So you could cut these down to a 3 inch if you wanted it to cut down to a 3 inch. But if you do it just a 1/4 inch on that, you're going to have 3 1/4 inch. Okay. So another way to lay this out is if you do all your deals the same way, put all your darks in the bottom corner and all your lights in the top, or the bottom left corner, and all your lights in the top right corner. I should have had more of these made so I could cut those tails off. Y'all see this a little better. Okay. So like so. So you could put them all together like that. That's called, oops, I got one upside down. And that's called sevens. That's sevens. That's the name of that. There's probably lots of names, but that's what it's long time known for. Sevens, and that's where they're all matching. And you can also change that and flip it and have all the dark in the top, or, you know, you may want all the dark going this way. So however you want to do it, you can lay it out, okay? Then one other way I had it is into a zigzag. So I had, let's see, dark there, and dark here, and then going back up, dark in the corner,
and dark. Nope, this way. So you can see how the zigzag is coming, making the effect. Okay. So there's lots of ways that you can teach your kids, or you can bring them and I can teach them how to do these little corners, or you can make them yourself. But you see the zigzag starting, okay? And do another row here for you. And that goes there, and this in the top. So this would be a good little project if you wanted to just do a table mat or maybe placemats or something. Let your kids do these, or you can do these for the fair. I really love it that people put stuff in the fair. And okay, so there's a couple zigzags. So you could do this
as an oblong table mat, or you could do, you can put it together in so many different ways. All right. So that's just a quick little thing on how to do 16 half square triangles at one time. Okay. So I hope you guys got, oh, thank you, Cheryl. Oh, I'm glad, Teresa. I'm glad that you guys got something out of it. I just thought, well, I haven't done a demo in a while, so I'll do this demo and see if it's something that you guys want. I'll tell you the little tidbit that I was telling Linda. Well, I was telling my students, and she said I didn't know that. When you're trying to thread your sewing machine, and it's always hard if you're like me. You got to get your bifocals just right. Get down there. One machine has needle threaders on it, and one machine doesn't. So you've got all kinds of different things. But if you will take that thread, and instead of, okay, so here's your thread. Instead of snipping it straight to get it the end blunt, take it and snip it up at an angle. Okay, so snip that up at an angle. And even though that thread is teeny tiny, it puts a bevel on it. Okay, so it's got a bevel, so it's got a point that can go into your needle. Okay, so that's one thing, is bevel the side of your thread. Instead of cutting it straight, angle it. The other thing is, if you lick your finger, and I know some people don't like spit, but if you lick your finger, run it down the back of your needle, it always goes in. I don't know why, but it does. Because you can try and try and try. You do this, run it down the back of the needle, it goes right in. Anyways, so little tidbit for you. Lick your finger and run it down the back of your needle. It'll slide right in there. So, and before long, probably sometime next month, I'm going to give you a lesson on different needles, different kinds, how big the holes are for different things. Why are they pointed? Why are they not? There's jillions of different needles. So I'm going to show you that. I didn't get time to show you all the things that I'm working on. I'm going to show you just a little trunk show here. This is one of the bags that I made at retreat. And so this is the panel, the So Happy, and this is what Deborah Odd had given me. And so I made that into a little bag. I got my butterflies on the back. And then I lined the inside, of course, with green to match. So that's one of the little things. I have my little charm on there that says Quilt Retreat and Joy. Thought that was cute. And then I don't know if I showed you this last time, but this is the Sally's Dishes. This is Sally's Dishes, and just got that made up, a little mini. And that's out of a mini charm and just a few fabrics. So if you're interested in this, we can kit that together. I'm not sure how much it will be. I'll figure that out today. Okay, so we have that. And then this is the last thing I'm going to show you. This is, and it's got strings on it, because I'm working on it. So this is my Christmas tree. I'm doing a little before Christmas in July. This is my Christmas tree. So you can see let's see if I can get back far enough. There we go. You see the tree out of it. So I've started stitching from the top, and I'm blanket stitching everything, as you can tell. And then I've got my thread laid out across it. Oop. Anyways, you can kind of see I'm in the midst of blanket stitching. So then that's the bottom with the buttons. Anyways, really cute. So you can do that on machine or by hand. And I was in the car this week, so I put that together really quick before we left and put it on a piece of fabric. And I thought I can take that in the car and stitch on it. And that's what I did. So I've got most of that stitched in the last 2 days just from being in the car. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. Let me know. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Let me know what you guys are working on. So go post it on the website. We would love, or out on Facebook. We'd love to see what everybody's working on. So remember, Mystery 50 is next Saturday. So if you haven't got your bundle, go look online. We've got lots of bundles. I've got them all marked, so you know what number each place goes into, or each piece. And get on Facebook, and we'll drop all the clues in Facebook. All right, get on. It's M50 dash or M50 colon in it, the quilt lady, and Bill had the QR code up there, so you can go straight to that. Oh, there's a link. Okay, there's a link too that'll take you to the Facebook group, and you can get in there and see. And even if you can't make it on Saturday, you can come back and do it later, or you can go in there and look. But you have to answer 3 questions. So we will not let you in unless you've answered those because of spam. All right. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.